What's the biggest thing you're excited about within marketing in the digital landscape where you think there's a bunch of opportunity?
I reckon that it'll be when we see like personalized ads outside of our devices will be very, very interesting. Like real. I remember the first time I heard personalization at scale. It was a couple of years ago. I cracked up. It was just the most ridiculous thing. You know, we used to say, well, I forget what we used to say. It was just, mass targeting. Now we call it personalization at scale. And that's what everyone says now. I think when we see that, like, if you walk down the street and an interactive ad targets you because of location based, or it knows what app is on your phone, or it can pick up some sort of token by proximity or whatever. I think when we see that roll out, that'll be really interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how that affects people's privacy and how they like, if I'm walking down and we'll use the bus stop example, an ad caters itself towards me. Am I going to be embarrassed because of what the person behind me sees it as well?
Yeah. Well, I think it's in Minority Report with Tom Cruise, and he's walking around and it scans the eye, and then it gives him, hey, Steve, here's your dental equipment. You're like, oh, geez.
Yeah.
Like it's that one step towards that, right?
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though.
But I think, we were meant to see that for the US elections. I know, a lot of Facebook was trying to have personalization at scale en masse as much as they could possibly, but that's not really what they're worrying about in terms of advertising on social for the US elections, is it?
Do you feel that Facebook will eventually get regulated? No. Will anyone? Google?
No, I reckon, I think ideally would move to Web 3.0 by that point, right? Like everything's fully decentralized and we're actually using different platforms. Like by the time it takes to actually regulate big companies like that, I think it would be really cool if we were actually approaching like the next version of what the web is.
How do you see that future do you think it'll be the same between here and the States, or do you think we'd still be behind?
We'll still be behind for sure. But like, if you watch Silicon Valley, or if anyone's watched Silicon Valley, that's where we all want to be, right?
Yeah.
Just fully decentralized. It's secure. We're not relying on the big 4 or 5, and maybe Amazon can get held accountable for all the stuff that they do.